Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unbound Learners Pre-K. My name is Nina. What's your name? It's nice to meet you. Are you ready to sing our good morning song? Stretch your arms out like airplane wings. Let's fly to this side, over to the other side, fly back to the middle. Big stretch out in front. Now take that circle up over your head. We'll stretch on this side, over to the other side. Last stretch up at the top. And now let's sing together. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers, everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. I hope that you all had a great weekend. Before we move on to the calendar and weather chart, we have 3 things to do. First, turn on our listening ears. Next, let's put on our thinking hats. Today my thinking hat has some snaps underneath my chin, so I'm going to snap those up. And the last thing that we need to do is warm up our hearts. Boom, 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 boom. Now we can move on to the calendar and weather chart. Up at the top, we have the date. Right up here is the month. And look at this, friends. It's not October anymore. Instead, the month is November. Can you say that with me? November. Today is November 1st. So I'm going to move the chip over to the number 1. Today is November 1st, and the year is 2021, but you can also say 2021. It's time to sing the Day of the Week song, so let's hold up 7 fingers like this. 5 fingers on one hand, plus 2 more fingers make 7. 1 finger for each day of the week. If you know the words, sing along with me. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Down at the bottom of the chart, we have the days of the week to go over. So listen for the sound that the day starts with, and you can say the day out loud with me. This says that yesterday was Sunday, the last day of the weekend. That means that today is Monday, the first day of the weekday. And tomorrow will be Tuesday. Let's sing Today is Monday together, and then we'll go over the season. Today is Monday, today is Monday, today is Monday, all day long. Today is Monday, today is Monday, today is Monday, all day long. Up at the top of the chart, we have the season. Do you know what the season is, friends? Fall, that's right, but you can also say autumn. Autumn and fall are the same season. Let's go back down to the bottom of the chart where I have a picture of the weather. We'll sing the weather song together, and then we can share what we see outside of the window. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? Today, where I live, it's a cloudy day. When I look outside in the sky is completely white. I don't see any dark storm clouds. It's just a cloudy day. Hopefully it won't start to rain later. We had a very rainy weekend. And my temperature chart is on light blue because it's chilly outside. Chilly and cloudy. What about you, friends? What do you see outside of your window today? Thanks for sharing the weather with me. Let's move on to the letter, the number, and the sign of the week. Because today is Monday, we have a new capital letter to talk about. This uppercase letter says Q. This is an uppercase or capital Q. Q says Q. I wonder what we'll find today inside of the letter box. Inside of this box, I have something that represents the letter Q. Q. Here's your first clue. This is a female ruler. This person may be married to a king and wear a crown on her head. What kind of person is that? Let's take a peek. This crown is for a queen. A queen is a female ruler. Queens may be wearing a crown on top of their head. Queen starts with the letter Q. Q. This is how you write in uppercase Q. Q. One more time. We also have a new number of the week. This double-digit number is the number 23. When you write the number 23, you have to write two numbers. First, you write the number 2, and then you write the number 3. 2, 3. 23. Let's count to the number 23 together using the large bead frame. This is how you count to the number 23 using the large bead frame. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. 2 tens, 3 units. 23. Let's look inside of the number box and see what we have to count today. I have blades of grass, and as I count them, I'll line them up across the top of the box so that we can count together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and one more makes 23. 23 blades of grass. We've gone over the new number of the week and letter of the week. So now let's move on to the sign of the week. Sign language is a language that uses hand gestures and facial expressions to communicate instead of speaking words out loud. This week I'm going to show you how to say story in sign language. You're going to take both of your hands like this and move them together. Let's try that again. Story. For the next 2 weeks, our unit will be short stories and poetry. Reading books is a large part of my life. Every morning after my kids wake up, we read stories together, and we also end the day the same way. Reading books and listening to stories are a great way to build communication and imagination. I won't be reading you a book this week, but I will be telling you a short story. There won't be any pictures, but I will be using a few props. So sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy our first story of the week, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Once there was a little boy who lived in a village with his father. His father told him that he was now old enough to take care of the family sheep. So the next day, the little boy woke up and took the sheep into the field to graze. But he found this to be quite boring. Why couldn't he be out playing and running around like all the other children? The little boy decided to have some fun. So he cried out, "Wolf! Wolf!" And when the people in the town heard his cries, they quickly came to his rescue. But once they got there, they looked around and they didn't see a wolf. They only saw the sheep and the boy. They were very upset that the little boy had tricked them, so they went back to the village. The next day, the little boy was taking care of the sheep again, and he decided to try the trick one more time. So he cried out, "Wolf! Wolf!" And once again, the people in the town heard his cries and quickly ran up to see if they could help. But there was no need to help because the little boy had just tricked them. So they went back into town, very upset. On the third and final day, the little boy was so tired of taking care of the sheep that he decided to take a quick rest underneath a tree. But when he woke up, he looked around and saw that in fact there was a wolf coming closer and closer to his sheep. "Wolf! Wolf!" he cried. But nobody came to his rescue. So this time he tried to call a little bit louder. "Wolf! Wolf!" The people in the village did hear his cries, but they were so upset that the little boy had tricked them so many times that nobody came to help the little boy and his sheep. The end. Every story that I tell you this week will have a lesson or a message to take away. So the lesson from the boy who cried wolf is to always be truthful. Today's work is inspired by the sheep in the story, and we're going to be doing some painting. For today's work, you will need some clothespins, cotton balls, a piece of paper, and some paint. The first thing that I did was to take my clothespin, and I'm going to put my thumb on one side and my counting finger on the other side. And when I squeeze together, the clothespin will open, and when I release, it closes. Squeeze together to open and release to close. As you can see here, I've attached the cotton balls to the clothespins already. That's what we're going to be using for our painting activity today. But this first part of our work is a great fine motor activity. So once you have some cotton balls, you can get a clothespin and squeeze to open it up. Grab a hold of the cotton ball and release. Like I said, this is what we'll be using to paint today. I have some pink and some blue paint, and I'm going to take one of my clothespins and just dip it into the paint. Get some paint right on the cotton ball, and then start to dab on my paper. Next, I'll put the top on my pink and open up the blue paint. Dip it in, and this time you can make brush strokes, or if you want to, you can stick to the dabbing. And that is our work for the day. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give my video a big thumbs up, and find me on OutSchool for my live and interactive classes. You can also support my channel by checking out my Patreon page and gain access to bonus features for your child. Remember that I'm offering one-on-one tutoring sessions as well as curriculum consultations, so feel free to reach out for more information. It's time to wave goodbye and sing together, so let's wave like this. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.